Good morning, Coleman. Thank you for joining us on Coleman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Tuesday, September 9th. Coming up on Coleman Today, Cullman Wastewater Plant earns top state honors, West Point student struck by vehicle, and the sun shines on the 9th annual Bernard Blues BBQ. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Coleman today. The Cullman City Council recognized the city's wastewater treatment plant Monday night for earning the 2025 Best Operated Plant Award from the Alabama Water and Pollution Control Association. The plant ranked first in the state among facilities using biofilter or trickling filter systems. A plaque was presented to Plant Superintendent Jake Calloway by Councilman David Moss, who chairs the Utilities Committee. Inspectors evaluated nearly every aspect of the facility: lab results, equipment condition, compliance with state regulations, treatment effectiveness, and overall cleanliness. This marks the second straight year the Cullman plant has earned the top honor. In other council business, members approved a 10-year tax abatement for an unnamed automotive parts manufacturer planning an $8 million expansion and the addition of 25 new jobs. The company will still pay all required taxes that benefit local schools. The council also approved a special event permit for street preaching by Glenn Hurley on Friday, October 10th at the intersection of Highway 278 and Highway 31. Council meetings are held on the second and fourth Mondays at 7 p.m. at City Hall, and the public is welcome. A West Point High School student was injured Monday afternoon after being struck by a vehicle while crossing County Road 1141 between the school and football stadium. The Cullman County Board of Education says the incident happened around 2:50 p.m. in a designated crosswalk. The student was alert at the scene and was transported to Cullman Regional for treatment. Officials say the injuries are not life-threatening. First responders arrived quickly, and the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is now investigating. Out of respect for privacy, no further details about the student or the driver are being released. The board expressed appreciation for the quick response and asked the community to keep both individuals in their thoughts. The 9th annual Bernard Blues BBQ Festival wrapped up Sunday with sunshine and blue skies on the grounds of St. Bernard Preparatory School. Despite some rainy weather on Saturday, Sunday brought big crowds, live entertainment, and a smooth barbecue competition featuring 31 teams, including the winner from Pennsylvania. The weekend included performances by Microwave Dave, Kingfish, and Kevin Sport, and thanks to the support of students, staff, and volunteers, the event ran without a hitch. Sweepstakes winners included Ashley Taylor of Cullman, who took home the $10,000 prize, along with winners from Eva, Hoover, and Ardmore, Tennessee. Organizers are now looking ahead to their next major event, the Bloomin' Festival, which is set for April 17th and 18th in 2026. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up next, Wallace State cross country shines and volleyball faces tough test at Blazer Classic. Sports is next. Welcome back. Wallace State's cross-country teams held their own last Friday at the North Alabama Invitational, competing against a tough field that included multiple NCAA Division I and II programs. The women's team finished 6th overall, led by Brooklyn Morgan in 10th and Cadence Rivera in 12th. Rounding out the top 50 for Wallace were Peyton Ridley, Grace Goslin, and Rachel Matthews. On the men's side, the Lions placed 8th as a team, with Tyler Anthony finishing 12th, Daniel Leha 22nd, and Carson Masterson 44th. Both squads celebrated several personal bests across the board. In volleyball, Wallace State continued its undefeated streak Friday at the Blazer Classic, sweeping Ellsworth Community College and Wabash Valley College in straight sets. Allie Price had a standout performance with 64 assists and 24 digs, while Abby McDonald, Sophia Sobel, and Mackenzie Knowles and Kinsey Wilson all contributed across the stat sheet. On Saturday, Wallace faced stiffer competition, falling to Vincennes University 3-1 and nationally ranked Mineral Area College 3-2. Both Mackenzie Knowles and Cheyenne Lucas were named to the all-tournament team. The Lions return home this week to host Lawson State, Bevel State, and Northwest Shoals in ACCC play. And that wraps up sports for today. Coming up next, Farm Kids Club hosts Sweet Honey Harvest at Agriplex, and Cullman County Master Gardeners host Kids Art Contest. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Around 30 people turned out for a sweet hands-on experience at the North Alabama Agriplex during the annual Farm Kids Club Honey Harvest. The event gave 24 kids, along with parents and caregivers, the chance to participate in the full honey harvesting process. Using real hives, an electric knife, and a spinner, families got to see and taste how honey goes from hive to jar. The Honey Harvest has grown since its debut last year, offering a fun educational experience for all ages. The Agriplex will continue its bee-themed programming with a beginner beekeeping class on September 11th at 6 p.m. in partnership with the Cullman County Extension Office. The class is part of its Military Veterans and Beginning Farmers series. Details and registration are available at agriplex.org or aces.edu. The 28th annual Falkville Fall Festival is set for Saturday, October 11th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. in downtown Falkville. The event kicks off with a pancake breakfast at 7 a.m., followed by the Color Me Downtown 5K Walk Run at 8 a.m. The 5K is free and includes a t-shirt for those who pre-register. Visitors can enjoy over 120 vendors featuring arts and crafts, boutiques, food trucks, homemade treats, and more. Kids can enjoy bounce houses, a train ride, and a dedicated kids zone. There will also be a tractor show and parade, car show, and live entertainment throughout the day. Vendor spots are still available, $25 for arts and crafts, $40 for food vendors, and $15 for electric or water hookups. Details and registration are at www.falkville.org. It was another action-packed Saturday across the county as Cullman County youth football teams hit the field. The Cullman Bearcats faced the West Point Warriors. West Point won the Fire Plug and Pee Wee games, while Cullman took the Wee Wee matchup. The Cold Spring Eagles hosted Danville. Cold Spring shut out Danville in the Fire Plug game, but Danville bounced back to win both the Wee Wee and Pee Wee contests. The Hansville Bulldogs took 2 wins over the Fairview Aggies in Fire Plug and Wee Wee, while Fairview claimed a close Pee Wee victory. Holly Pond and Good Hope split their games. Holly Pond won the Fire Plug and Pee Wee matchups, with Good Hope winning big in the Wee Wee division. Viamont's games against West Morgan were postponed due to weather and will be played Tuesday. The Cullman County Master Gardeners are now accepting entries for their annual Kids Art Contest, open to students in grades 1 through 6. This year's theme is Garden Discoveries, Vegetables or Edible Plant. And entries are due by September 25th at the Cullman County Extension Office. Students are asked to draw their favorite edible plant and include one fact about it. Entries must be completed on the official contest page available at aces.edu or in person at the Extension office. Prizes include cash and ribbons for first, second, and third place in each grade, and honorable mentions also recognized. Winning entries will be displayed at the Cullman County Fair, and winners will be contacted 1 week prior. For details, call 256-737-9386 or email kira.sims@auburn.edu. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week. Bonnie Ruth Smith, age 87, of Cullman, passed away Sunday, September 7th. A memorial service is incomplete at this time. David Koenig, 73, of Cullman, passed away Wednesday, August 20th. A celebration of life service will be held at a later date. Ralph August DiPiero, born April 1st, 1939, passed away on September 6th. A funeral service will be held on September 11th at 1:30 p.m. at St. Andrew's Methodist Church in Cullman. Priscilla Ann Stewart, age 77, of Cullman, passed away on Sunday, September 7th. Funeral service will be at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, September 10th at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home. Burial at Beech Grove Cemetery. Visitation will be from 12 to 2 p.m. prior to the service. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a look at the weather forecast. It looks like we have more beautiful weather in store, Cullman, starting today with mostly sunny skies, a high near 83 and an east wind around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 57. More sun on Wednesday with a high near 86. And Wednesday night, clear skies with a low around 58. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.